for the movie.
Are you sure we can make it in time, Alfred?
Don't worry, sir. God, blimey. Where's he off?
Bruce, we're going to miss the movie.
I need my outfit. Look, Grey Ghost. I have to watch it in my Grey Ghost outfit.
Okay. What are we looking for?
I need my cape, my goggles, and my hat. I think I left them in the garden somewhere.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray.
And I'm Brian.
And today we're going to be playing probably my most anticipated release of the month. We've got the brand new Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Or Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Sorry, just to be completely transparent, me and Pops did a whole intro right there, and we were muted, which it's like when you're playing online with the guys and you have that deep philosophical conversation late at night, and then, you know, you were muted the whole time, and you were wondering why no one was responding.
Yes.
You know, we were like, said hey to people in chat, so sorry about that. Welcome back to the Vid-Bits, and
yeah, pretty excited to play this game. This is Bray's most anticipated, but mine was Mina the Hollower, which I played some of last night. But as far as like Lego games go, I haven't been this excited to play a Lego game since when we played some of them when you were just a little kid, man.
Yeah, so if you're wondering, I'm on the left. I am playing as Bruce, and you are Alfred.
Is that it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, aw. Alright.
But man, we were talking about some of our favorite stuff throughout Game of Day May, considering it's come to a close. If you haven't watched any of the other episodes, be sure to check out the playlist.
Yeah, we got one more episode coming up tomorrow, and it's gonna be a doozy. I haven't decided. It's between the two big things, so.
Allow me, sir.
No, that's Alfred.
Who am I then?
Thanks, Alfred.
Am I your dad?
Sorry, me and Pops are just kind of taken aback that we had such a solid intro and it was muted. I'm still kind of processing that a bit.
What's up, Jack Gaming?
Welcome.
Yes, the cape. Capes are so cool. Alfred, do you know where my hat is?
I last saw it around here, Master Bruce. Now, where on earth could it be?
Yeah, aside from this game, when it comes to my most anticipated game we had planned for the month, Red Faction Guerrilla was super awesome.
Thanks, Mom.
And me and Pops in the original outtake intro were talking about how awesome Half-Life 2 was. Pops kind of mentioned previously that sorry, I don't mean to keep referencing it. It's just like it's kind of funny to me, I guess. But it's one of those games I feel like most of us have saved for a rainy day, and I really appreciated each and every moment and interaction.
Thanks, Dad.
In the Black Mesa facility. I feel like
I love my mom.
if you have been waiting to play that game, and each time you start playing something else, you click off and you decide against it, maybe it's time to finally tackle some of those games that are deep in your backlog. And Half-Life 2 or Half-Life was one of those games for me.
Definitely enjoyed watching you enjoy it, because like you kind of could kind of sense that you were having like that wonderment of exploration for the first time and kind of like taking it all in. You can really, it kind of like came through in like your play, and I don't know, I felt like that. I felt like the first time I played like Breath of the Wild and stuff, like wow, like okay, wow, everything like wow, okay, what's this? Wow, Bioshock, yeah, like.
Yeah, it was one of those games for the first time in a long time. I was just blown away.
It's okay, Bruce. We've got time. But we need
just
to be
because I knew it was going to be great, and that's why I was saving it, but at the same time, I don't know. I didn't know what I was expecting.
Ghost movie back when
the games at the time are so hit or miss.
Yeah,
they're either fantastic or fucking awful.
Everybody tells you that that's one of the greatest games ever, and they can't wait for the third part to come out that may or may not ever come out. And like that's all they're talking about, so of course this has got to be great.
The anticipation, but to be fair, I think when people build huge amounts of anticipation, it also deters you from immediately enjoying that thing, because you want to give it the time of day. You want it to like be you want to appreciate it the way you know it deserves to be appreciated. If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because I feel like
Bruce,
when a game,
grab it and
if a
let's
game
get
developer's
going.
watching
Movie
somebody
starts
play
soon.
their game, I think that they have certain expectations when they come to certain spots of how they're hoping that they're gonna enjoy it or tackle it, or imbibe it, or they're looking for certain reactions and stuff. And if like your game's not giving that off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Speaking of, these cutscenes have been pretty solid so far. The shading, the animation, all very fluid. Definitely, I would argue probably the best the games have presented so far. Just because there's also like a cinematic angle we've got going on right now, or the aspect ratio, I guess.
I think there's also a lot of developers, especially in like this franchises like this, that would always think, how would I want this to
Yeah, you
come
are
across?
Thomas Wayne. Oh shit.
Would always think to themselves like, how would I want to see this as if I was a child? Like, how would I feel as a child playing this?
I would feel terrible. This is not going to be good at all.
Oh, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, those friendly robbers and their baby.
What's this? I got popcorn.
What the hell?
No!
Oh, that's what it is? Oh no, I dropped my ice cream.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Nice to see you, Mr.
Hey, Jack, come here. We'll get recognized, as he calls him Jack. Oh, no. What the hell? It's okay. You get this hat now. What the?
It's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years since I dropped my damn ice cream. What?
So no one's arrested.
Anniversary of Wayne tragedy. They're just celebrating it.
What chance does Gotham have when the good people?
I feel like anniversaries tend to be like good things.
Yeah.
At least when they're talked about. And I guess good or really bad things.
Bruce Wayne, the little rich kid. I want to see Falcone.
There's some kind of problem, Mr. Cobblepot.
Everything seems to be under control here, officer. Lighten up. Haven't you heard of the healing power of laughter?
You okay, kid?
See Mr. Wayne out, will you, boys?
These guys need to pay for what they've done.
But you're not talking about justice. You're talking about revenge.
What chance does Gotham have when the people do nothing?
Here, let's hop in the settings and just turn in-game voices down a tab. And then, like, I was signaling to Pops that we need to mess with the sound a little bit.
I just want to be able to hear it a little bit.
Yeah, because there's Danny DeVito in it. Right?
I don't know.
I hope I'm not just, like, misremembering that.
That should be good.
Could have swore I heard that.
We're fine. I mean, we're yeah, we're fine.
It's the Wayne kid. You ain't getting anywhere near Mr. Falcone.
You ain't getting anywhere near Mr. Falcone.
Falcone baloney.
Generic goon voice.
I'm going
Man,
to
you
show
can't even call
Falcone
him
that
goons
Gotham has had enough
anymore.
of people like him.
Goons got a whole new meaning these days.
You've been
Yeah,
through a
man.
lot, Bruce, but this
Crab
ain't gonna fix
rangoons.
anything.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, them are some good goons.
Oh, I recycled that guy. That's pretty cool. The music's top notch.
Yeah.
You were a lord?
I was just thinking about Oh, that's cool.
Pick up the bat?
Just thinking about you taking Chief out for the play date today.
It's true.
I'll give you that.
Oh, there's a doggo too.
More than your old man.
Is it? Yeah, I guess.
He's holding him a little doggo.
I'm here to show you not everyone in Gotham is afraid
Doing
of
pretty
you.
good, Jack.
Only
How about
those that
yourself?
know me, kid. Look around you. You'll see 2 detectives, a cop, and a judge.
Huh? The visual. This is what I was missing.
Now I wouldn't have a second's
There,
hesitation
they
making
brought
you
back
beg
what
right here in
made
front of
Lego
me,
games
like a
good,
dog.
which was the visual comment.
No offense,
Yeah.
Mr. Twinkle Toes.
And honestly, as
Yeah,
much as
that's
I was
how
kind of
we
joking
have
about
fun.
it, like
That's the power of
they are the way they visualize things quickly but effectively in conveying the story. Stuff like the ice cream being spilled. You know, they didn't spend a whole lot of time with his origin story.
No.
There it is.
I have a
Now there's Raj Al Ghul already here. Like,
should make me a nightmare.
it's
for
just
people
like
like
we're
Carmine
moving
and
quickly, which I like that.
Look, it's Doctor Strange.
I can
I'm
offer
kidding.
you a path. The path of the League of Shadows.
He's the villain in
like
at least
a
one of the
metal band.
villains in
A league.
Arkham
If
City, I
you make
believe.
yourself more
It's
than
been
just
years
a
since I
man,
played that.
if you
It's
devote
one of those
yourself
games that's
to an
taken me.
ideal, then
Did I start that
become
for the channel?
something
You're right
else
though about every. I think I don't remember
Yeah, the background stuff too.
everything. I mean, that was the stuff
It adds
that,
layers of replayability. You'll notice things in subsequent playthroughs, like that mean mug he gave him when he was walking away.
you can
it was the
bring
stuff that
it
I've
to
always
me,
liked
I
about
can
all the
join
Lego
your band.
games. Even like stuff like that they did like that with Lego Rock Band. Just like the little funny stuff that they did. Like,
Yeah,
When
that's
they're-
the
when-
appeal, really.
yes, because you can do anything with this.
Yeah, it's a visual medium for
They
sure.
just safely killed Batman's parents in Lego
Yeah.
form. I mean, like
Well, it was like that. It was like that with the Star Wars games, where they can show things that, like, I told you I got like the cliff notes of the Star Wars, all of the Star Wars games through the complete saga.
Yeah.
And that's how I learned the Star Wars story.
I mean, it's the easiest way to get somebody to be able to get the clip notes.
Yeah, and then you do that, and then you watch the movies.
Then you're like, man, I kind of want to see the fleshed out.
yeah,
Or I kind of don't want to see that one fleshed out.
yep, yeah, exactly.
Like
You can have just like that almost puppeted
yeah.
version of the story in your head.
Yeah.
It's like you have sock puppets playing out the story of Star Wars. Like,
See, I would like to see like Ninjago like this. Like if they could take a
I
Ninjago,
think they did,
but
I
like
just don't think it was good.
but that's what I'm saying. Like they would have
They
to.
they would have to. The problem is they've advanced too much to the point where like modern fans of that don't want what
It
people
would have
who-
to be a retelling of the beginning.
Yes.
That's what I would want to see.
Yes, or it would literally just have to be following the events of parts that don't have
see about
games
that.
already. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if there's a game for the
This is a little
skull portion, whatever that arc, I guess you could call it, is.
this is a little spoilers, but we are trying really hard to do some Skylanders content for you guys.
Yes.
We really want to so bad. But we're
Yes.
trying to figure out
We
the
have to-
logistics of it.
We just have to find a copy of the game for whichever console we want it for. Like we have
I'm kind of leaning towards Xbox 360.
because supposedly the whatever the Portal of Power. I had to think about it.
Portal of Power.
The one I got is like the newest gen of consoles. It all works for, and I think it should work on the Wii as well.
Yeah.
So like, or no, Xbox 360, Xbox One. No, it's all platforms besides Switch. But like, we're not gonna.
I mean, it would be really nostalgic to
wanna
play it
just-
for the Xbox 360.
I want
to
to
be
play. I want to play it on either 360 or
guess
Wii,
not everyone
and
makes it to
then
the
I
top.
feel like I only care about the most.
Yeah, that's right.
The
You
first
can
two
pet the
games, because the
yaks.
third game was enough to make me sell them all.
honest. Yeah.
Swap Force was boring enough that I felt like I needed to sell them all.
Yeah. I get that.
So I felt it was I mean, it was literally like the first
we
time
could
I sold
build
any of my
something to help us
possessions
get
that I
up
could
there.
really think of.
You keep
I think I got
warm
my
up here,
Xbox
big
One
guy?
with that. No, I got that for Christmas. What did I get with that?
If you can remember, you're better than most, because most people won't.
It was something substantial. I definitely had to like sell myself.
Probably some handheld or something.
Yes, I think I was buying a new 3DS because mine.
feels
Yeah,
like what
you're
I
right.
need is
It's
around
crazy. You just
here.
like you put the pieces together for the memory. Like, I remember for some reason my 3DS ended up in the yard in the rain after it had
Oh,
been.
God.
It was already messed up though. It was like super messed up. We had repaired it, and then it got.
I remember that being in the yard in the rain. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was definitely there for more than a day or something weird. Like, but it was weird because I kept looking for it inside, and I'm like, I don't know where it is. And it was out, pretty much right out the door, like behind a tree. I can remember exactly where this thing was sitting. So then with the money I got from my Skylanders and a couple other things, I ended up a couple small stuff, probably just trade-ins to GameStop or something stupid like that. I was able to get a 3DS, and then I already had most of my games physically still, but I don't think I was able to actually transfer my account, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, Nintendo was just weird about that.
Yeah, so stringent.
I lost my Ambassador's 3DS account because of that.
So stupid.
You know where we're going? I'm following you.
I forgot that there's this...
the Golden Path. We're far away from where we need to be. We're talking about fun stuff.
Well, we went back to the start.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We wandered around in a circle. I definitely would like to get into that. Do some... I feel like they're not that difficult to... I wouldn't say 100%, because that means you have to have all the characters, and I'm not made of money.
Man.
But I definitely would like to beat the story, which requires 4 characters, which have more than that already. I went and just bought a bunch.
Yeah.
All the ones I had sentimental value towards, I went to... Okay. Not clocking this place, because it's, you know, specific to our location. If we didn't give a shit about that, we would, because this place is fantastic. It's our, like, go-to little secret spot. This is Dad's probably most tenured video game contact.
Probably.
Would you say?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and, you know, anytime I'm willing to get rid of something that I'm kind of, it's, if there's an item I'm hard to part with because of the value I'm going to get from it, or I have an idea in my head or as to how much I need because I'm getting a new console. At one point it was, I got, computer stuff, whatever. But yeah, this place is sweet, but it was the same place I got rid of my Skylanders too. And I had given it to them in a huge tub. And there was a huge tub. And I was pretty confident some of these might actually be... I could be wrong. When I load them up, I will know without a shadow of a doubt whether at least some of these are my original Skylanders I got rid of. And if at least one of them is, I would be so fucking happy. I just remember there being cosmetic damage that I'd caused to one of them. That one of them, when I went and picked it back up, like I said, I went to... It's the same vendor in a new location with the same inventory. And Skylanders don't move worth piss. Not the common ones, and the common ones were the ones I had sentimental value towards. So, like, it's not like the average Trigger Happy, for example, which is one of them that I think I might have my originals.
We're looking for blue flowers.
I'm looking, man. I'm also, like I said, you did bring me back to a memory I had just, like... I'd kind of just forgot about so many aspects of this whole thing. But yeah, with that, we're gonna hold off that level of conversation. I'm so excited to play more Skylanders. If we could figure it out, like, what's your schedule like tomorrow? Are you busy? No, I'm busy. I work for damn near all day. I wish we could have made Skylanders Game of Day May 31. It's unfortunate, but that just means we'll be able to do it on our own time, give it the time it deserves, and not rush it.
Put it on like a schedule.
Yeah. Agreed.
Guess I'm getting the hang of this grapple.
Sorry about that little, tangent.
You're excited.
Yeah. I am excited about this, don't get me wrong. That was just like... They were just... I don't know, the fact that I was able to remember what I got rid of them for made me happy.
And I don't give a crap if anybody watches it. We might even just do it as long form.
I want to do it as long form, I think. Just...
That way the people that want to watch it...
I need to work on my thumbnails, man. I have... Don't get me wrong, we have clean thumbnails. They're just very minimalistic. I'd like to add more pull or, I guess, hook to the thumbnails. I don't want them to be clickbaity, but there is a certain degree, I guess, you have to go to.
Why'd I do that?
They'll never be egregious. I'm just trying to get to the point where, like, certain elements look cleaner. Maybe there's a character from the game present in the thumbnail.
A blue flower.
Yeah.
You know.
And that goat's gonna pick it up
We're
for
as
us.
we move into
Thanks,
year
buddy.
4, I'm just looking to improve quality on all ends.
Absolutely.
And more videos are very important because, to be fair, we're the Vid-Bits. Don't do like it's not like our it's not like our name.
Come on, Bruce.
I don't know. I feel like we include all levels of content and videos here on YouTube, and we've been slacking on like the most well recognized and most watched type of content. Like, I kind of wanted to get on the live train for a while just because it, I didn't feel like a whole lot of people except for super established channels were doing it. So I was like, let's give it a shot, and it really did pay off for a long time. So I feel like as time goes on, you kind of have to change the way you present things. We won't stop live streaming. It just, I think I personally would just like to increase the amount and quality of long form videos, because that's what I watch on YouTube. That was the point I was trying to get to, is that's what I watch on YouTube. I sometimes am like, man, why did this not do as well as I wanted it to, because this game's super awesome and I felt like we had a real good time playing it. And then I realized that I might not have watched that. I might not have watched my own content. So in that sense, we just kind of need to expand our range.
Maybe I ought to build something here.
Just kind of wanted to lay the foundation for all that, because I don't feel like we've really talked about it a whole lot here on the channel. It's been like tidbits here and there. Tidbits.
Tidbits.
That's a you joke. That's a Pops joke right there.
Tidbits live.
Build something from this wreckage. Well, this is
Now
a
you build this
totally normal
Stinkomatron.
way to climb a mountain.
Let's get this over with.
What she said. Me hoping and praying when I'm on a roller coaster, the staff member isn't half paying attention.
My God! Oh my God! Like, why would you even get on one then?
Alive!
Damn.
Oh, dude, if I would not care how long I had waited if the staff member looked like seriously like
It is just another obstacle.
like they did not give a fuck. I would probably just probably just walk away. Most of the time, those people are pretty high energy and happy.
Talia, hold on!
Oh, bye.
Thanks for helping. Oh.
Ow!
Sorry about that.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Man.
Yeah, let's pretend that didn't happen.
Sorry, Bruce man.
Bruce man.
Bruce man. Lift.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Are we close? Is this where the blue flowers
Are we there
grow?
yet?
What?
Bruce is complaining like a little baby.
I am here to
Little
fulfill
baby,
my destiny.
little bottle sucking baby.
What if joining the League of Shadows is my destiny too?
It's my destiny to get the ice cream.
Dude,
going.
what if I want to join the league?
What do you know about the League? League of Evil Exes.
2 hours.
Took me 2 hours.
We both need a flower.
That's how I feel. That's how I felt about that whole fucking. That's how I felt about the intro we did.
It was only.
I'm just
It
joking.
was 6 minutes.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I tried to just get you to forget about it. I was gonna keep
No.
going.
No,
You like keep remembering.
there's no forgetting. Never forget. Never forget the lost intro.
Oh man.
I appreciate that even if people can't stick around for long, or they don't want a game to be spoiled for them, that they at least stop in and like it.
Yeah.
We
please.
have there's a pretty good group of people that they will hop in temporarily. They'll at least say what's going on, and then they'll like it because they like the game, but maybe they can't stick around because they don't want to spoil it, or they want to play the game for sure.
Yeah.
And you, Mr. Wayne.
I don't ever want to deter someone from getting or experiencing a game.
Tiger.
it's all about the exact opposite, really. Is we're trying to expose games so people really give them a shot, or
help you save your money if we waste it.
Yeah, and there's been some real big hitters and some real big shitters.
Oh yeah, we love to waste our money for you guys to not waste yours. And unfortunately, it's been a lot more on our end, just coming straight out of our pockets, and it's not to make you feel any sort of way. It really is like a, hey, this game sucked. Like, there's so many freaking, yeah, hitters and shitters. There really is a lot of freaking games that, like, the problem is, okay, say you didn't like strategy games, and then maybe one caught your eye, and then you really enjoyed it, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I kind of like this. Well, that's kind of what happened to me with roguelikes, so then I was like, oh, I kind of like this genre now. And then, like, so that means I was going to be like, that means I was bound to pick up one that was crap because I was just ready to give it a shot.
Roguelikes,
unfortunately, Rotwood, I think, is that
I agree.
one.
In retrospect, I was actually going to say something about that earlier.
But Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate is not.
No, I thought that was. I'm someone who has now become skeptical.
I actually want to play that with you, the Splintered Fate game. I think that you'd like that.
I've become skeptical of Turtles content because of how few and far between the really good stuff is anymore.
Yeah.
They license it out like crazy to people. So I'm very specific now, or I feel like I'm very stringent. I'm looking to be wowed now because there's so much Turtles content. Is Chief outside?
I don't know where he would be.
I think he is somewhere else in the house. I don't believe he's outside. Nope, he's upstairs. He is upset that someone's eating something.
Yes.
He was like that earlier. Or no, he wasn't. It was happening to him, and it doesn't usually. My other dog, which, Athena, the one you guys hear, singing her own unique song in the background of the videos at my lab. She's a German Shepherd. She's something. But she was so damn defensive today on Chifa's Playdate. It's just like, man, I was kind of taken aback because she had like a 3 or 4 foot perimeter she had set in her mind around her food bowl, because I, for a second, didn't think about letting Chief share for a second, because I was just like, oh, she'll be all right. He just wanted a bite, and then
oh god,
she realized that he was having a bite, and then she barked at him, and he took the message, and then I was very visual with it because I had put enough food for both of them in the bowl. So I just don't know why I didn't process that. Just because she was able to share with the other dog. Beauty. I didn't really think about it. And I was very clear to her. I scooped the food out of her bowl because some of it was gonna be shared with Chief.
Yeah.
And then I put it in his bowl, and then I got new food in a little bit, and then I put that in the bowl too. And then I think she just finally learned that I wasn't reducing the amount she was getting. He just was also eating.
Yes.
And then that, once I separated it a bit, but still, even the water then became a thing, that even though before that she was cool with sharing the water, but after the whole food incident, Chief was not allowed to share the water.
Because she was also realizing she was sharing attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think that was part of it as well.
You know what I mean?
But it's not like we did a bad job keeping up with both of them, because my partner and I
foster a good play date.
We love dogs. They're great. They're part of the family. Chief is still, he has the number one spot in my heart when it comes to dogs. Athena's a close second, or I don't know. I think her and Beauty. It's just like, even though Beauty's not with us anymore, she was a stellar dog.
Yeah.
But she was in a lot of pain, and I'm glad that everything with her turned out great. We had We had a great last week with her. I encourage you guys, as sad as the concept of sometimes having to tackle that last week would be or plan it, once I did, I felt so much better. And then as we were doing it, it felt like such a great send-off for her. You know, unfortunately, people hold on and are attached to their pets so much. What the hell? You see her hair?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Sorry, I was just taken aback a little bit. Her hair was clipping clear through her face. When did this come out? Last week? I feel like it was last week.
It came out a couple days ago.
Oh, not even last week.
Oh yeah, it's just a couple days ago.
Yeah, you can't knock it then. It's bound to happen.
Yeah, they pushed the... I think they pushed the Switch 2 version or something.
I will teach you to become
Maybe.
truly invisible. Come, we have much to do.
Looks like we've got a pretty interesting lesson ahead of us.
Yes, the ability to remain unseen could prove to be the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, Chief is
Plus,
inside.
never lose a game of hide and go seek. Just
all right. Let's see if there's any cool things in the menus. The combat's been really sweet. It performs well. It does feel like the Arkham series. Those were some of the things that I was kind of worried about initially, and then I found myself kind of comboing a little like you do in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, though I have not played more than like an hour of Arkham Asylum. So I can't wait to be able to go back and fully experience that game, because people always point to Arkham Asylum over Arkham City, though maybe it's because it's the first one I played and it came with my Xbox 360, which also comes with a whole lot of nostalgic and sentimental memories. But I don't know, maybe Arkham Asylum will be even better in my eyes, but this game, it's replicating that combat system pretty well.
Dude, we're already done with 0.79% of the game.
Guessing there isn't a safer one?
I mean, shit, if 0.79% of the game is tutorial, I'm fucking
Yeah, we're not even at 1%.
Dude, if about 1% of the game is tutorial, I'm cool. That's good.
We won't be able to cross
that
without
ninja
that
fighting
debris in
was
our
to
way.
make sure you understood the combat system, as much as it was kind of tedious a little bit.
They gave you a lot of time to get some combos in, to get a string of consciousness of how it worked.
But I feel like they're not going to beat us over the head with it now that they've shown us. They're like, this is our response. That was the control. If you're hearing any of those sounds, this PS5 controller sounds.
It's dope.
That was pretty good. When they can replicate sounds with vibrations very in depth, it's pretty awesome.
Just a thought. You do
that's
know
what they're
you're
doing,
supposed
right?
to be aiming at,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you?
Point it down.
Might want to give that another try.
We're gonna blow these temples up. Point it down, Dad. You got this.
It goes both ways.
There.
It does both.
We could do it.
It does both.
There you are.
That's both.
I'm sure you didn't mean to keep me waiting.
That's like a perfect pilot for that show. If that kind of humor pisses you off, he really wanted to let you know in the first bit.
Yeah, you're not gonna like any of my stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. There have been I think there's one bit in the whole show I don't like.
Now, quickly.
It's close to the end, and it's literally about someone just driving
He didn't see.
beating the dead horse with the joke, and it's not funny at all. And then he realizes he's not funny in the midst of it. So I guess it's not a bad joke, but it's just the content of the joke is not.
The price that you have to pay to get through the joke is not worth the joke.
Yes.
It's not worth the joke.
You can. He does that in so many other ways with different characters that it makes that. And you could. I'd say most. I think you should. Fans can think of the particular sketch without me even talking about it.
Some of his sketches is like a train coming at you while you're standing on the tracks, but it's coming slowly at you with a pie attached to the front of it. Super fucking slow, and you know it's coming, and you know it's gonna hit you, and you know it's gonna be funny. But you're hoping to God that it still lands that way, because if it doesn't, then you just got suckered into a big waste of time.
But I don't think, like I said, there's pretty much one in the whole show I can think back to, and I know you know the one I'm talking about.
Which one?
It's like an older guy, and they bring him around to celebrate, and they think he's gonna be real funny, and then he just does not know when to let it go, and he doesn't know when to accept the fact that he's not funny.
Oh, the guy that's trying to tell the stories?
Yes. That is like my least favorite. That's my least favorite.
Oh God!
It's not funny.
It's not funny, and it's uncomfortable. And then the people in the room are forced to try to make him feel like he's funny still.
And then
it's like when somebody is not a good cook, your best bet is to not encourage them that their food is good. It's to tell them to go back and try to either not cook at all.
I went down your route, and it was like, nope, you have to go left, Batman. You have to go to the right, Dad. It's gonna fail.
I can't be Batman. I'm not allowed to be Batman.
If at first you don't succeed. It's literally like you. I don't think they did. I think it's literally failing us because you're going down my route, or I guess that enemy could see you from that angle.
It's reach the exit without being seen.
Yes, but we have to go two separate ways. You keep standing in front of them.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
What am I supposed to do?
Press R1.
More focus is required.
Take that guy out.
Oh, I have to beat him up.
No, not that way. It's too loud. Do the stealth takedown, Dad. The opposite of grapple hook. You got this. You played a game.
I've never played any games.
You're a game guy. I learned games from you, guy.
I learned them from gaming you, guy. I learned them from gaming you.
What does that even mean?
Oh no.
I wish we could pick weapons up like this. Maybe it'll happen. Gosh, I hate. Do you ever see like really cool concepts that people make online, and then you realize that they probably, or more likely than not, should and won't happen, but they still seem cool.
There's a guy creeping up looking at you.
Shit. I'm allowed to break boxes. I learned it from watching Link.
Step on the sting.
But like, I saw a Lego Dark Souls concept, and I feel like I just want more Dark Souls, and there's no other way besides like something stupid like that. But then it would kind of tarnish the whole point. So it's just like, hell yeah.
Dude, this fucking Mina the Hollower game is like a Souls-like. It's really difficult.
I'm just like, I'm fatigued. I want more in the Dark Souls universe. But they don't want to do that.
Nope.
I don't like the Elden Ring universe as much as I like the Dark Souls universe, but I don't dislike the Elden Ring universe. It's just the gameplay is not as good. Night Rain is good if Night Rain is a one shot of an Elden Ring. That's what you need to look at it as. That's what I've pretty much looked at it as from the start. And if if you're looking at it as a one shot, and you're trying to maybe introduce someone to the series, it's pretty good.
Not yet, but soon.
You know what I mean? That's what I'd say. Would you agree?
Yeah, if you're trying to say like, hey, if you want more of this, like Elden Ring's good for somebody like me that hasn't like done everything that you've done.
I don't know. It's just I like the linearity that comes with Dark Souls because they do it so well for the most part.
I like the way that the world building is though in Elden Ring. Like I feel like they spent.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like
I think the set pieces are well. I don't know, but it's also the aesthetics. I feel like some of the aesthetics.
Maybe because it's lighter. there's more light to it.
I don't know. There's just a certain
so bad after all.
gothic tone to Dark Souls. Like, I know I need to get back to Bloodborne.
This means it's time to
But
leave.
I just have so much in the hopper right now. I gotta... I cannot get back into any of that until I finish Half-Life and
choice of
Red Faction. I have... Those two are like...
We're ninjas.
You're actually
not interior
passionate about
decorators.
doing those, excuse me.
Right, not that I'm not passionate about Bloodborne, it's just like I need
We're ninjas, not
to...
interior decorators.
Damn.
Hey, where's
Bruce
Ross?
Wayne kick flipping off a woman? Like,
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
He's Bruce Wayne.
Dunna, dunna, dunna.
Oh no! What?
Fuck.
Ah, see ya.
Your skills are strong.
Your skills are strong, but you are not ninjas yet.
Skadoosh.
Why do we want to be ninjas? Was it what? Why?
Ninjutsu is the
Did
art
you
of
see the bull in the
patience and
tree?
agility.
Yeah. That's why I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh,
Today you
okay.
will learn the
That's
use
happening.
of shuriken.
Hide your teeth.
As weapons?
This your water?
Distractions.
That's your water, I guess.
No, this is your water. I don't have one yet. Did I?
Lesson 2.
I have one over here.
Always mind your surroundings.
Your soda's over there.
You hand me it?
I sure can.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Wizzy wham wham wazzle. Hey, Mega Man.
Welcome stream, Mega Man.
This next lesson should be easy. I already
Mega
know
Man.
a great way to distract any bad guys we run into.
It's not just pointing behind them and saying, look over there, is it?
Oh, yeah.
No.
You know what that just made me think of?
Drinking like 13 Dr. Peppers.
No, I remember there was someone in my Elden Ring streams who
Well,
would get super
please
offended
take a
if I
seat.
would burp.
We'll begin your training.
It were just like normal bodily functions. I would like sneeze or cough just a little too loud, and he would like take offense to it in the chat. I don't know if he was just trying to like rile me up or what.
Now,
But it was just
destroy the
in
3
retrospect, it's
targets
just kind
by
of funny
throwing
because
shurikens at
dog, have you really never heard someone burp kind of gross? Like, it's okay. I'm not personally trying to like trigger you. That's not the type of guy I am.
Yeah.
Good.
And he was insistent
Now
that
you're
every
properly
time that I
equipped.
forgot about
Let's
his
see how you
his
perform
burp
in a more
sensitivity or whatever
practical
stupid
setting.
shit. And I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like,
Setting.
I can't
Why
like
don't
just
I like
not
the sound of that?
burp. I mean, if you are bothered by
you'll
that
stop
and
being
you've
too
realized
touchy.
that I've done it a couple times, and you know, I'm obviously like drinking soda on
Piece of
stream
cake.
and or at the time energy drinks and stuff, which
This
make
one
you
looks
burp like
a little
crazy.
more complicated.
Like, it's not like I'm doing anything on purpose. I'm not trying to do anything to upset that one guy.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I feel like I truly like
My timing
I
is
have
better.
the only I have time for trying to give
Presume
appreciation to
giant
those that,
axes
you know,
are
make
gonna
this show
stay
possible.
exactly where they are.
In a sense, like,
Yeah, I agree, Mega Man. This is awesome. It's got that old school split screen co-op.
I agree. Games are kind of... This isn't the norm, really, anymore. The average multiplayer game had this built in almost 10 times out of 10 in certain periods.
Well, or if they have it in, it's just not really.
And then
working
Batman
well.
never came to be because he died in the spike wall.
I did it.
I did it! I'm Bruce Wayne! I did it! These spikes aren't always gonna hold me. Now they are.
Oh.
They're gonna hold you too.
Oh shit.
Dad. Oh. Just shurikened you in the back of the head.
Sure
Why do they
did.
have to make these
Sure,
things so
your shuriken
dangerous?
did.
Look, a secret. I like secrets. Secret?
I think I hear someone up ahead.
I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna fall.
Someone is bothered by a simple burp for real. Yeah.
Yes!
Certain people.
I think, but to be fair, I think people just like
Hey, Chiefers.
feigning outrage sometimes online, where it's just like they want to call attention to themselves in any way possible, and even if we're willing to give them positive attention, they'd rather, for some reason, draw attention to themselves in some sort of negative way, by either complaining a like crazy amount or like wanting unrealistic things, like for me to change my playthrough entirely in the middle of it. Like, if I have built my whole build around a certain kind of weapon, I can't just change it on willy-nilly on a whim to one random person's preference.
Right.
I had asked the stream, I was like, should I move from this kind of weapon, you know, from this type of katana to this type of katana?
You were good sitting on there.
You know, and everyone was like, sorry, I just kind of wanted to see that. And everyone was like, yeah, man, that's great. Do whatever you want. And then there was one guy, he's like, no, you should use the best one in the game. And I was like,
now,
there are meta, like, perfectionists in, like, those kind of games, too. Like, I was kind of taken aback because I don't even think it was that way when I played the Souls games. People were like, I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to probably use the default weapon for most of the time. Or... now it's time for me to use a two-hander because I just feel like it, and people really didn't care. Like,
you can never have too many friends.
Whereas there was definitely a point where they had to make it very clear here that these ninjas have like protective plating, so it's okay for us to throw the shuriken at them. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you assume?
I would always assume.
They would probably not let us just pelt the ninjas with shuriken otherwise. Unless they like vanished into a plume of smoke immediately. It's interesting the type of workarounds for games when it comes to, I guess you could say, censorship. Even though there's definitely content. It's just weird, like...
need to focus more.
There's so many things. There are things that I see, for example, parents complaining about online, where I'm like, man, that's... what the hell? They're being unreasonable. And then there are things that I hear people complaining about, and they just don't get enough attention. Like some of the weird shit on YouTube Kids.
Why aren't the parents complaining about the eShop on Nintendo Switch?
Yep, those two things are... if I had to highlight two things, I'd say the weird shit that's on YouTube Kids, and the Nintendo eShop openly promotes porn content off rip.
You cannot go. We did a test. You cannot go and scroll down 20 games without reaching a hentai game or some sort of. And
it's an awkward thing for us to talk about because we don't really talk about those kind of things even. And this is my dad. I should be able to scroll through and look for new games on the Nintendo Switch without seeing porn in front of my dad.
Yeah.
Period.
You count 20, and then you have to restart if you catch one. And tell me, it's like it's a rarity to be able to get down 20 games without seeing somebody having a knockoff hentai story-based game. And it's just like I don't know why, because Nintendo used to have like that. You have to be really strict to get into our shit, and now it's just like.
And they don't even have real adult games. They do not have rated M good quality games.
No.
Think about it's a shitty port of Mortal Kombat. Literally, you get a shitty port of Mortal Kombat on the Switch. There you go. You get a downgraded version of a game for another platform. We don't get original quality single player, horror experiences, for example, just for the Switch.
Not too many.
Not really. The first one is going to be that one that they're partnering with FromSoft for.
Yeah.
Literally, that's going to be a huge deal because it's going to fill that gap that is non-existent right now.
Yeah, Duskbloods is supposed to come out this year.
I mean, there's indie. Don't get me wrong. Indie will fill every niche possible. But still, man, I mean, I get frustrated.
MegaMan says, eShop sounds ridiculously bizarre.
Yep.
It doesn't sound like something you can safely let your child say, like, hey, buddy, you got a $25 gift card from Grandma? Go ahead and look on the eShop and see what you want. You really shouldn't be letting them do that without you sitting there, too.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because I don't even know, unless there's a kid's version of the eShop that you can add currency to, because I wouldn't want the,
I don't know, because if you can filter it out, I'd like to filter it out. I'd like to not have to sift through it when I'm looking for games. I don't want to see them.
I think we have. I feel like we've clicked that filter and it still comes up.
It still comes up. It's so stupid. Yeah. Again, this is nothing against Nintendo. I love Nintendo.
No, it's like every update it resets or some stupid shit.
Stupid shit, yeah.
Where it's like you're gonna have to go in and filter that thing out.
I'm getting Ninjago vibes now.
Oh yeah, this game. It's funny. You were just saying that, and it's like now there's.
Like, here you go. Like it's Lego, so it's like their Ninjago helmet. Like they just spray painted it black.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or just gave him Cole's outfit with no ornamental stuff on it.
I pick things up quickly.
Now we're fighting ninjas. It's awesome. I wanted to play a ninja game, and like we're playing Lego Batman, the ninja game.
Oh yeah, I didn't even. I haven't seen anything about this.
Dude, I've only watched Batman, Batman Returns, Batman and Robin, and Batman Forever, and Batman the one with the one with Heath Ledger.
Can we watch?
That's the only ones I've ever watched. I've never watched any other ones.
Okay.
So I don't know anything about the
I don't know.
The shit.
We're not gonna watch like Batman Begins, but I would like to rewatch Dark Knight tonight if you're down, since we're in Batmaning.
I don't think you have enough time for that. You gotta go to bed.
No, man.
You gotta go to work.
Depends on how tired I feel.
If it's eligible, we can turn it on.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy long. I feel like
I can even make popcorn.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen that movie, and so it's like, if we don't make it all the way through it, that sucks. But you could probably at least finish it. It's a great movie, though.
What movie is it?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, man.
That's not the one with Heath Ledger, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I want to watch that again.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's the only one.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the first one. The one where. Cause it was
the Bane one. The Bane one was good.
So slow.
It was.
And I'm just like,
I watched it at Landon's house, my cousin.
Yeah.
That's more. Dad knows who my cousin is. It's more for the viewer.
Right.
Damn. It was just the first one. It's so much building for the Dark Knight, and then subsequently the Dark Knight Rises, or what is that? Yeah. It's so much building for that where you just. I don't know. I think I fell asleep trying to watch it twice. It's not a good sign for me. If I fall asleep more than once, I don't want to watch that movie.
So you're never gonna watch Big Trouble in Little China? You're never gonna watch it? How about
I've seen it. We've watched it. It's just
you used to joke. You're like, Dad, I guess you wanted me to go to bed. Like, oh, it's time to go to bed. Big Trouble in Little China on. It's just so long because they would have put a lot in there. They also want you to feel the weight of the journey by feeling like a lot of stakes.
That battle is boring as fuck, and he's just floating around like,
It's the inspiration for Raiden. I mean,
yeah, that's what it was great for.
That's what's great.
It's so good.
Can we watch Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon then? Can we watch The Last Dragon? Have you ever seen that? That's a classic. We have to watch it. We'll have to watch that one.
Sometime.
Severe lack of quality titles. Whatever happened to Hitter After Hitter in the 1990s, early 2000s? What happened was microtransactions and DLC.
Oh yeah. Okay, but DLC. Okay, I don't think DLC is bad.
People put armor on a horse and fucked us all.
Listen. This is a hot take.
He's like, listen.
This is a hot take. I don't think inherently DLC is a bad thing. I think, and this is not uncommon. The people, you know, they'll agree with me. I think when you are not adding anything, but you're subtracting from the main game to add to the DLC, that's when DLC is garbage. And then when it gets into FOMO bullshit. I hated the term FOMO because it's just stupid, but the fear of missing out, that's what a battle pass is.
Yep.
If you don't play an egregious amount of your personal time, you don't get all the thing you paid for.
They want you to financially, contractually, they want you to financially, contractually structure yourself.
You go to a 5-star fine dining restaurant. Man, everything's solid. In this case, the mechanics are great, the shaders, everything, boom, boom, boom. It's a free experience. Man, how is this so quality?
Look at the
you get into the restaurant. And then when you're in there, the waiter takes your order, whatever. Right? Then you're waiting on your food, and then you get called back into the back of the fucking kitchen, and then they start being like, now you gotta make your food and everyone else's food, or else you don't get your meal, and you gotta pay, and you gotta fucking pay too. Like, I'm just saying, like, I get passionate about this because that's how it makes me feel.
Yeah, but what about early access? That'd be like somebody you're eating the meal.
They are telling you about it.
You're paying to eat the meal, and you're eating the meal, and in the middle of eating the meal, like all of a sudden, all of a sudden the meal disappears, and also you don't feel full from it at all.
See,
but you still paid.
There was I don't know.
But you still paid.
With early access, there's transparency. I know that this game is in development. I know this game may not get finished.
Every day, though, my experience could change. My progress could be gone.
I remember playing hours worth of Ark Survival Evolved in its early access state. It is the first game I remember playing in early access, and I would argue it is probably the most successful and well-known game out of early access on Xbox. Argue me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Those in the comments, perhaps you know the deeper lore there, but. Sorry. I just wanted to stealth take these guys out. But I spent so much time in this game, and then one update, maybe it was always like this and I just didn't notice it, but out of nowhere, it got to the point where I think the whole idea is they made it so you could play on bigger islands. And the whole appeal of this game is dinosaurs, survival island with your friends.
Yeah.
You know, and if you go too far, the game will drag you hundreds and hundreds of feet, or miles even. It felt like to the host of the game's location, because you could not stray too far. Like you were in a local co-op game, and you walk too far, and then it has to bring you back to where your friend is. That's literally how it is.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing the game. I don't know if I don't know how it just, maybe I just noticed it out of nowhere, but it was kind of crazy to me. But then I realized, I looked at the fine print, I was like, yeah, this is an early access game. I just kind of blew past the fact that it had that little banner there on the bottom the whole time.
Yeah.
So I can understand how people would be upset about that, but at least there's a level of transparency. I think I don't agree with, like, say the way Fortnite did it. Fortnite was in early access for an egregious amount of time. Like, truly, the game was out and finished, and it still said early access for years.
That's
like,
weird.
I don't know. Maybe it was like an out if things didn't go their way. I feel like there's probably some reason they did that. But still, there's transparency there. I like a good DLC, man. When a DLC adds content out the wazoo, there's a couple games come to mind. Sorry, I was just trying to process what just happened. Like I always talk about the zombies games because there's levels of replayability there. I wish I had notes for this because I really enjoyed this talking point. And oh, that's the VC. That has a VHS player, VCR. What is it doing?
It's finished rewinding and spinning the tape out.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
I thought I stopped the movie instead of just turning the TV off.
You know, like Dad, I'm showing my age. But shit, I just completely those sounds were just made me completely lose my train of thought.
Going back to your original topic though about talking about FOMO and battle passes and stuff, if you think about it, you're contractually, financially obligating your time to a game, and if you don't meet that, they don't care because they have your money. So, like, you're the one that loses if you sign up for that contract and then you don't spend the time. And then
it is a contract. That's a good way to put it because you have no obligation to that stuff unless you.
No, they're like 28 days, $30, $15, $10. They don't give a fuck. Whatever. They don't care.
Yeah.
Every 4 weeks you're paying.
Whereas, like, at least
subscription
services. With other games, there used to be DLCs where sure you unlocked more of it by playing it, but you still had your own time to handle that.
We should really call them what they are. It's Battle Pass is a subscription service game.
Yes,
It's what it is. I mean, we say, oh, Battle Pass.
Instead
it's a
of
pass
paying...
No, you're subscribing to play this game for money now.
Or you're subscribing to access content in that game.
And then I guess the worst part about it is most of the time it's for nothing that has to do with the game itself. It's for cosmetic reasons. So if you ever get tired of playing this game, you can never transfer that equity to anything else.
Until it was Destiny, dude. Destiny was the first time they made paid real, like, actual OG, like, DLC type content where it's actual stuff. And then it became progressively inaccessible. Kind of different to the way that MMOs usually do it. It's not the way that other MMOs traditionally sunset content, which is the term they used, but that's not the way they did it.
Well, Bray, they masked it as a way for us to decrease the physical space on our hard drive, is what they said it was.
That's what it was for them.
Yeah.
People don't realize how much of a fucking, like, load off that gave them on a server side thing. Bungie has always been so cheap when it came to servers. It was a joke among people who played the games, where it was like, are we ever going to get dedicated servers? Probably not. Probably not ever going to get... It's always going to be peer-to-peer forever, which is like such an archaic way of running games.
Well, they're going to do that as the compromise for the Stop Killing Games initiative, and I'm okay with that. I would rather there be peer-to-peer versus nothing.
Yes, that's the thing, is yes. When there is already dedicated support, and dedicated support ceases, it needs to be peer-to-peer.
I'm not under the prescription that they should put it in a situation where they're saying, like, what their defense was is that this could actually kill studios, and if they have to financially use money. It's like, what kind of money is really put into this?
It takes nothing to make one update to change it
a little bit of code and one update.
Changing from binding to a server IP to rely on its connection to a personal IP, which to be fair, has a level of security risk on PC, I've come to learn, depending on the game and depending on how shitty they implement said update. So I get it, but it just requires a little bit of quality control to make sure that it doesn't, the game on the front end doesn't openly display the other players' IPs when they connect to your game.
I just will always go, and I'm because I'm an old nerd, but I will just always think about LAN playing games on PC. So like when they always say that these things can't happen, I was like, what we solved on the nerds that had the ability to code back in the day? What we solved on our own. Don't say that things can't be solved. Any of these games I'm talking about, there's a fan patch that fixes it right now.
Right? Okay, for example, me and my friends have been playing through the Black Ops 3 Zombies DLCs. We'll be doing all the Easter eggs, the super Easter egg, and who knows, maybe on members only, some of you guys will see some behind-the-scenes content with that. It depends on if my friends are comfortable with seeing that posted. No. I'll have to edit it, because it's just so long. We fail, and then we try again. It was just like, it's like 4 hours worth of recordings, and that'll be chopped up into probably 30 minutes of solid conversation, gameplay, etc., because I Sherpa'd them all through, regardless of all that. If you don't apply the T7 patch and you play public games, you are susceptible to people, you know, DDoSing you, or doxing you, or a slew of other not great things happening. So, you know, unfortunately, Steam isn't really doing a whole lot because it's not technically their responsibility, and then Activision, Treyarch, you know, Call of Duty in general is just notorious for not, like, World at War was the thing before this. World at War is the first game in the Black Ops series or whatever, and people notoriously would get hacked and shit playing that game on PC because the quality control was not there. So back to Stop Killing Games, it is just, they realize their ass is on the line if they do it wrong, is what it is. That's what they mean. They mean, if we then make it so this game possibly compromises the user's security in any way, then they are held liable. Then refunds are guaranteed. Then people will refund en masse like they did right before Destiny went free to play. I believe they were letting people get their money back. I believe. With caveats. I think there was some sort of thing, so it was why we didn't do it at the time. But there are games that are like that, where it's like, if for some reason you feel like, yeah, it's a problem, but then again, Steam isn't like that. There was a game I was playing, I had a significant security risk where my whole house's Wi-Fi went down for a significant period of time, and Steam wouldn't give me a refund on it because I played the game previously too long, yet this is a new issue. They denied my claim.
That's crazy.
And Steam is really good about that. Maybe it's because I didn't escalate it to an actual service agent. I don't know. But I was just kind of taken aback. I was like, I don't really feel like going through hours worth of fixing this game on my own, which I explained to them is the only way you can play it without having your shit be compromised. Black Ops 3 is easier, luckily.
He's meditating while I do this?
Yeah. That's what Bruce would do. Look at him. But yeah, that's enough of our stop killing games rant for now. But yeah, it takes a company literally nothing to do that. And all it does is add a little bit of liability on their end if they're lazy. Because there are dozens and dozens of examples of peer-to-peer games that work flawlessly on PC. You can still play Doom. You can play it with someone else, and your shit's not compromised. You can still connect to Quake 3, and it not be a problem. Don't get me wrong, they're community-run servers, but I truly believe that community-run servers and community-run projects have more levels of care put into them than the original devs ever did. I'd say, don't mean to harken back to this too much, but custom zombies for years and years, especially Black Ops 3 now. There are people who are building their portfolio as game developers by solo debbing maps with amazing, quality shaders and animations, all the voice work being done by a single person, but it's quality. I just think it's awesome that PC gaming has given so many people the ability to get their start and foothold in the industry. And I'm glad that, for the most part, they seem to be pretty okay with people doing that because it's leading to more sales of their game on Steam. Because contrary to popular belief, workshop modding or community creations drive sales of a game more than anything. Look at Minecraft, man. Look at Minecraft. The amount of people who still play that game solely because of its modding scene, it's insane. There are so many examples like that where it's like a game is only as strong as its modding community. And the community will support the game for years and years. Like shit, I did not think when I was playing Black Ops 3 that the best, most quality zombies experience would lie on Black Ops 3 on PC. With Zombies Chronicles and custom zombies and everything, that is the best way to play any and all zombies in my opinion. And there are so many examples of it. So it's just like, I'm glad that it seems like PC is becoming more and more available to people. Because what people don't realize is as the new stuff becomes less and less of an improvement over the old stuff, it kind of, I don't know.
Okay. It's weird to me because I watched the computer prices go down for decades. And now they're jumping back up to what they were when I paid for them in the fucking late 90s and early 2000s. And it's funny because it's funny that you've talked about this because, it makes me think about video games as well. Your generation did experience some similar price gaps when it comes to these things, and actually at similar time points. 3DO, CDI, Neo Geo were both $700, $800 consoles.
That's a great point you made, though, and I actually kind of had to stop because it's like video games being $70, $80 like they were when computers were also $2,000 at the entry point.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is when they used to be about $1,000. For a while they were $1,000, and now it is bare minimum for modern shit. 2,000.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure 2,000. And I hate that that's the case. But it's because when your damn RAM is so expensive, your RAM is now not in my situation, but most people are now spending a comparable amount compared to their graphics card. the most important thing of the computer, because the processor nowadays, the gap isn't really there anyways. Like, your processor is not as important as your graphics card. So, like, it's just kind of crazy as the dynamic changes, and you have lived through similar kind of shifts in those markets.
Well, like I was saying, the consoles, like the CDI, the 3DO, and the Neo Geo were both like all like $600, $700, $800 consoles.
The new Series X is $750.
That's just stupid.
$750.
What did they decide that the Steam machine's gonna cost?
Oh, dude, 1,000 plus, 100%.
Because of the
dude, but okay. Did you hear the news when it comes to the Steam Deck?
Yeah, but that's also the OLED model and all that.
Only the OLED is being sold.
Well, so yeah.
So like that's the better of the two, but they cut off the lower entry level one.
Yeah, and like they tacked like $300 on.
Yeah. Yeah, and that I'm just telling, as a huge Steam mark, the Steam OS better be way better. You guys better be fucking working. We can't, as far as I understand, the last time I was using it, you cannot record using a secondary device. Like, it was just so difficult to. I don't know. Hopefully something's been figured out there. But, like, we were trying to record games where, like, we're not even trying to stream from the thing. But the latency to our computer, to a quality PC, was crazy. I don't know if it was just hardware compatibility issues or what, but it was, as someone who, you know, a lot of my, I like to dedicate a pretty considerable amount of my time to, my gaming time, rather, to doing stuff like this. So like when that's not even an option, your device becomes less of a choice for me.
Yeah.
You know, I've spent so much time now working on smaller video projects that will either be coming out in the future, or if they're not up to my standards, will hit members only in an unfinished state. I need to realize that just needs, at least that needs to happen. Even if they're not like 10 out of 10 banger videos that Bray wants to flaunt, you know, they still can be work in progress stuff that, you know, members can see to kind of see the like kind of see the us evolve in that sense.
So you letting me get my ass kicked by like 50 people?
I just kind of was seeing you handle it. See what your combat looked like from my perspective. There's some games that do really good with your perspective, and then someone else's perspective.
Is it the same?
Huh?
Is it the same? Are you seeing what I'm doing like in real time?
That's what I was checking for before. I mean, if you move real quick, it's snapping because of the way animations work in these kind of games, but that's to be expected. I don't think there's any problem with it. I think all of the animations are looking smooth on both ends.
Sorry, Bruce.
Sorry, it's gotta come to this. It's a total Bruce Wayne move, right?
What did you do? Did you move them when I was moving them at the same time?
Oh, they're...
Yeah, like half of them are...
It's doing different things. You turn yours.
Yeah, you shouldn't be turning... I had two of them set in the right spot, so... There. Something like that.
Boom shakalaka!
What's going on?
It's open.
You're opening.
What is this?
Huh?
You have no business here. What are these weapons for, Roz?
Gotham's time.
Man, did anyone else growing up just like have like an assembly where they brought a guy in and he just like balanced a ladder on his face?
Bruce, please, for your own sake.
I don't know why that little minion holding the bomb in the background made me think of that, but
Isn't beyond saving. There are
I just
good
kind of
people
wonder,
there.
like, that was just a thing that happened multiple times.
RAM is the most expensive since it was in 1983.
Yep. So, man, without looking at the stats, we were right.
Father, please.
That's sick.
But you also realize, like, I don't know. I think
It's what separates us from them.
What are you doing?
What is necessary?
I feel like since the NES, or was there N60? No, probably N64. N64 is the last time there were real hardware shortages, like hardcore hardware shortages. Like N64 hardware shortages are why those games are either like super common or uncommon as hell. Oh, we've been betrayed.
Perhaps there's time for one last.
Well, it also has to do with the fact that they've made the developers upfront the price for cartridges, so if they weren't sure about how their stuff was going to sell, they ordered less, and so they had a lower print run on some of
That's
those
actually
games.
probably a majority of it.
Yeah, I would assume so. You're not going to pay $10 a cartridge on something that you're going to charge $70 for if you don't think that you're going to sell a lot. Because then if you pay $10 a cartridge, you literally are going to sit on all of those, and some games suck.
You need to focus more.
I don't want to lie about it, but a lot of N64 games sucked. Everybody was trying to figure it out, and everybody that wasn't Nintendo wasn't figuring it out really well.
We fucking clobbered him, dude. That was fantastic.
Clobber time!
That looked really smooth.
It was fun.
Lesson 2.
Do we get to finally be
Huh?
like,
No, I'm Batman.
you're Bruce in it. I just want to see the cow.
Talia,
No
Ross is
cow.
your father?
Dude, we fell into a subterranean lair. This almost inspires me to do something with some sort of subterranean lair in the future. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
You're subterranean layering it up.
And then Batman totally threw this guy in a hole.
Oh my god, there's bats.
Oh my god, there's a subterranean lair and there's bats in the lair. It's almost like there's Batman.
There's Bruce Man.
Bruce Man. When he karate chopped that goon in half.
We'll need to find another way.
There was a lot of junk in the third-party space, but Rayman 2 was surprisingly good for a
Yep.
controller pack game.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, Rayman was supposed to be on Game of Day May this year. Had it downloaded. I just started to get to the point where I don't know. There's something's got to change on Xbox, or it's done. I mean, I know a lot of people think it's done. I think it's moving possibly in a better direction.
Walmart no
hopefully.
longer has an Xbox section. They got rid of it.
Yeah, but I also feel like that's after previous demoralization.
No, I
that's
mean
still
they replaced it with digital codes.
Yeah, I know.
That's just crazy.
What I'm saying though is I think that's just because Xbox has been so down in the gutter for so long that it's gonna take a miracle to bring them back to relevancy.
We got somebody up there. We got some chickie babe that's like,
she's doing the right thing, man. As someone who plays Fortnite once a year with my sister as a bonding activity, I don't need Fortnite crew as a part of my subscription all the time. And then if I'm a PC player, I shouldn't have to pay for console Game Pass. I should get some sort of money knocked off because Ultimate includes both. You know what I mean? So it's like, if Ultimate includes both, I should be able to buy just PC Game Pass because you don't need any sort of online capabilities from it. You know what I mean? So it should be a different price point. But I would also argue PC Game Pass has better shit on it. I have played and actively spent time in more PC Game Pass titles than I have on Xbox in years, and I've been just dumping money into that. Like, unless it was playing stuff for the channel that I wouldn't have played otherwise, I just don't see the appeal. It was literally like I felt like it's been a multi-year long experiment where we've been trying to show you the best these things, like, truly. At each time I'd look through Game Pass, I'd think, what would these guys love to watch us play? And I would pick the best of the best of the best, and we would do that. We've done that progressively through the years.
It is not enough.
We've been really, hard off for content. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's also been limiting the shit out of us. So I feel like the years-long experiment has to come to some level of an end because I don't know. Is it like time to get rid of the Xbox? Like I'm starting to just, I don't know. If it's not going to be a gift for someone else, I feel like I'm starting to feel some sort of way about it. It's been making me depressed about gaming. I would flip through that thing and look at menus longer than I would play any games.
I had such high hopes.
I don't know why that is.
No.
It's also, I mean, to be fair, one of my friends was bringing up the point of how sterile it is compared to the 360 dashboard. The 360, you had unlocks for your, you had achievements, and that gave you, that gave you outfits for your little character, and then people, the social aspect of it was really there, whereas, like, now, unless you have friends who are already on the platform, there is no reason you want to make friends with new people on Xbox, I feel like. It deterred me from, like, online interaction for a long time, because once me and my online friends parted ways after a series of arguments that I'd rather not get into, I feel like my friends all had slowly moved to PC, like my school friends and stuff. So then it was like I had kind of held on to this hope that there'd be a resurgence in the Xbox and us all playing Xbox together, and it was never gonna happen. What do you think?
Nightman says he's actually playing BioShock 360 on Xbox One right now.
No, for stuff like that, it's fantastic, man. Not hating. My partner's been playing through BioShock, and it's been so much fun to watch someone else play it because it gives me new perspective. Looking and hearing audio logs that I haven't heard in my playthroughs, that's been really awesome. Literally, like, I'd be like, man, I can't believe I didn't find this one. Like,
temple. I never liked it. Can you call him a cab?
But yeah,
They've been a nightmare.
There's not a lot of new experience, is my thing. I know the old experience.
No, they stopped. It's been a while.
Yeah.
They stopped. They stopped producing.
Well, to be fair,
they went cross-platform.
I'll soft launch this. I don't, we haven't heard back yet. You may see the Vid-Bits in Halo Ninja Warrior, maybe, perhaps, maybe. I hope maybe they get back to us soon enough so I know to let you guys know. But with all this ninja activity, I figured it was a great segue to talk about that. It was something I saw. It was kind of an up and coming thing. Just trying to provide that fun that kind of early internet Halo provided for a long time. Think Red versus Blue, think a lot of the awesome Forge games and stuff. I remember playing hours worth of Forge content with my friends, like, so I don't know, it would be cool if we could get our shot at that. I've downloaded the map on PC to practice, and I'm just trying to test the waters a little bit.
Considering the fact that you were like the parkour king on the freaking Destiny stuff, I'd definitely vote for you versus me.
Oh yeah, no hate.
I'm not hating.
Like, FPS parkour is not exactly your strong suit.
No,
like, you are way better at a platform. Like, if it was a speedrun competition for like classic platformers, I'd be like, Dad's our guy.
If it's, hey, find some way to cheese this boss, I'm your guy.
Yeah, if it's like a community challenge kind of thing like that.
Find some place to hide that you're not supposed to do damage still.
Right.
I'm your
Pops
dude.
is the type of dude to get as a beta tester.
Yes.
If anyone's looking, Pops is totally down to do some beta testing. Like,
get actually back into the 360 stuff with single player stuff. And
yes, single player. Yes, single player, not multiplayer.
Yes,
I was
absolutely.
But because I was looking at it for multiplayer, it was.
Roses.
Oh damn!
Oh no! Oh no! This is where Batman comes into play. Dude, they said an hour and a half, and we're right at an hour and a half.
That's kind of crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah. It's gonna take us about an hour and a half before we actually get to be Batman.
Yeah, it's pretty true. But I'm not. But now that's it.
It was just enough.
You know what I mean? That's
now you're Batman for the rest of the damn game.
So you're not gonna be like, man, where's Batman?
Where the fuck is the Batman in the Batman game?
I'm actually glad we got Ninja Bruce.
You actually put steak on your steak sauce on your steak.
That's one of the first times I feel like there's been good building for Bruce's character in like a, hey, here's an origin story, but not too much of an origin story, but not too little of an origin story that you think he's just always been Batman. Like, I don't know. This game's already done in an hour and a half more fleshing out than the whole DCU's done in years. sans James Gunniverse, which who knows what the stake of that is, whether that's just gonna be thrown in the shitter and they're just gonna start again.
Gunniverse.
You know what I mean, though? Like, it seems like they just don't give a
they don't.
Fudge and shart.
Just an excuse to make more movies.
I need to like let go of the F-bombs. I'm just dropping too much.
I don't know. I feel like it's just they keep rebooting it. Eventually, people aren't going to care at all. They're not going to have any trust.
But that's
you're
how I
lost consumer trust at that point.
I think Marvel's got one more reboot before they're toast. They're toast now, but they need to reboot.
I haven't cared since Endgame.
That's the thing, though, is that was such a big monumental cultural event, and it didn't deliver.
No.
The Infinity War did. It put the stakes on the table, and then it gave them all back to us with the stupid fucking time traveling.
Rusty Gate has no chance.
Time traveling what?
It's great. Break into people's houses at night and wreck up the place.
It's freaking front gate.
This place is.
You know what I mean, though? Like, they set the stakes up by killing half of all of the cool superheroes. And then they're like, you know what? We're going to time travel to bring them back.
You know what makes the most sense? Time travel.
Yeah, yes. I just, like,
no stakes at all.
I swear whoever in the boardroom thought they were the fucking man. Is that the last one for the stream? If not, I have to add something to the tip jar or something. But, if whoever was in the back and thought they were the man for saying let's do time travel is, I don't know, I would pimp slap them
It's
right
gonna
now.
be paradox-free time travel
Like,
too.
no. Can you explain how it works right now?
Nope, because they found some stupid way to explain how it works.
Yes.
They're just gonna go. They're just gonna go.
Caveat.
This person's gonna go. It's like when they did it in Futurama. Well, then Bender just has to go back and put the tattoo on his ass, like to make it all make sense.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that comes at the end to make it all make sense.
Yes.
Like, like what they do? They had Ant-Man go do that or something. Some bullshit. Like, everybody had to go do some sort of
like,
bullshit.
At the end of the day, like,
it was a lot more. Like, they had to spend a portion of the movie explaining on how they're gonna make the whole movie make sense.
You know, like Back to the Future. You know, like that movie we've all seen before.
That's why I love Back to the Future too, where there's like little there's nothing that has to do with actually like the DeLorean getting fixed or any of that.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Chifos needs to go out possibly. Pops is momentarily sidetracked. But yeah, I think in some things, certain repairing and building block moments can just be overdone to the point where, like, you're like, Lord, I'm just like, I get that we're trying to get to get to that end point, but still there's only so much building you can do before it's time to be in the journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's really the thing. A lot of games are doing too much. There's so much building. I don't need you to sell the experience to me while I'm experiencing it. I would like to determine on my own whether this world is worth investing. Right?
It just depends. Like, if it's an IP, like, if they were, I'll give you an example. If they were to reboot Batman again, which I think they are going to, like, they're going to do another one called Batman or the Batman or whatever. I don't need another Batman movie that shows the origin story. Like, if they rebooted Spider-Man again, I don't need another Spider-Man movie that would show the origin story. So, like, if I'm making a game and I'm getting super excited about that game, I don't need part of the 40 hours I'm going to give this game, 5 to 7 of it to be the origin story.
God, and that's why and it sucks because I really liked Homecoming as this version of Spider-Man's origin story, and by the time the third movie came out, I didn't give a shit. I didn't. Is there a third one?
I haven't seen.
Is there a third one?
There's one coming.
Yes, it's the one with the it's too fan service heavy. The third one where they bring all the Spider-Men back.
Oh, I did see that.
It's cool. It's not a good wrap up for this version of Spider-Man at all. It seems kind of anticlimactic.
There is one that just got done filming that's coming out soon.
Okay, well we'll see.
We'll see it.
Maybe we'll touch back on this, but I actually
the last one, like the thing about the last one was it was
look at the way you walk.
There's a more convenient entrance.
Walk forward.
Wow.
They don't, like, I don't know. That's one of those funny angles that they probably didn't really think about.
We have to
Sorry.
explore this place.
What, can you check on chat? I'm kind of far.
Those stalagmites look a little shaky. Maybe we can clear them out of the way.
Was there a boss and ass reference on purpose? I'm not sure. Yeah, start needs to be a quick start, not several hours on introduction alone. Yeah, because especially the thing is, like, we're in situations where development cycles for games are fucking at least 4 years, it seems. So 4 to 6 years, and then they're gonna be like, it's a 40-hour experience, and they're gonna give me 4 hours of shit that I don't even need. So
that's why I like games like Dark Souls, is because they have a good intro that's very passive. It's linear enough to not be too long, but it's open enough where you feel like you could diverge into multiple paths. That's the thing, is linear can be a thing where you still have multiple paths.
How'd you get over there?
Oh, I'm a fucking boss. Oh, damn it, I have to add to the tip jar.
Just about. I'll find a way to get you across, too.
Oh, you're just too old, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Don't get crushed. I'm glad I told you. Oh, never mind.
All right, come on up,
Bye.
Alfred.
If your little brother can't do the puzzle, you can switch and do it for him. Right?
Yeah.
He wants to be Batman, but doesn't want to do the Batman puzzles.
Have all the power-ups.
Yeah. Maybe I'll let you be Batman.
No, you...
Bats.
I'm the Batman to your Robin? Or... Not now. Not yet.
now. Not Gordon. Not this playthrough.
You're Gordon.
Uh-oh, what's that?
The Gord man.
The Gord signal?
It is the Gord signal.
Look at all those bats.
That ought to scare off the little blighters.
Alfred. Dude, unfortunately, they've just like kind of... Batman's been very inconsistent in the presentation of some of these characters throughout the years, so like when they change it, I'm expecting Michael Caine.
I'm not that scared little kid anymore.
He's the best.
Is this Michael Caine?
Of course.
No.
Didn't think so.
They did. They didn't pay Caine money.
They no pay.
They run right under the
No
banner.
Caine money.
You're right, sir.
I used to do it all right, Michael Caine. It's just
There's the Alfredobile.
I took the liberty of making some adjustments.
It's funny how there are certain words that you can say and then think about them enough and then you can do the accent, but if you don't have those words, it's difficult to get into it.
What exactly?
Like I talk about with the stupid old-timey accent, the old radio accent I do, where it's like there are certain words that will... You just say them a couple times and you're like, yep, now I can be this character.
We're gonna need a lot of black paint.
Oh, I've got a job lot of tangerine.
Like Tangerine.
Yeah.
They just put that in there because.
It makes me think of Bullet Train. Shout out best character in Bullet Train.
Thomas the Train.
Cars, break into the docks. Could be Falcone's crew up to their old tricks.
Ew.
Don't be a diesel. And then he sees the sticker on his back. That's like such good... I don't know why the critics hated that movie.
They suck.
They hated the water bottle scene. Why is there a 4-minute scene for a water bottle?
Because
can't have any fun anymore.
Because
it's a loose plot in a loose plot movie. Like,
because nobody had ever done it before, and it was awesome.
it was fun. It was one of the first times where I felt like I had fun for like in a long time when it comes to watching a movie and people shat on it because it was formulaic, but it knew it was. It sort of moves to the beat of jazz.
Those are the same people that probably got mad when they did the alternate endings for Clue.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, so I was wrong? I thought I was right, and you made me think I was right, and I was wrong?
For a while, I didn't like it as a kid because it made me feel like it was inconclusive, the home release.
The home release is just showing you all the different alternative ones that you see at the theater, because when we went and seen it at the theater, we only saw one of those.
Good that way.
So basically, instead of seeing multiple endings back in the day, you saw one of the three.
Listen, it's weird. It's a very weird effect. Okay. When everyone saw it in theaters, They all had different interpretations.
We have a
Or like,
duty
no,
to
like,
the citizens of
regionally, they showed different endings. So you talk about it. So then it creates buzz for the movie. So then eventually when a collection comes up, you include all of them on a DVD. But then that becomes the standard way to watch it as those DVDs become what gets adapted for streaming. And then now it almost brings a drive to want to watch it in its original format because the adaptation or change has made it so it's different. Kind of like that with Star Wars, where people want to go back to certain certain versions. Huh? Batman is kind of like that too, where it's like, you know, I feel like the more aesthetic changes you make, sometimes in post, but like other times just over time, like with Batman, people yearn for the old version of the thing.
A friend.
But yeah, that's
See, I was watching something today. It was talking about Batman '89, and like they wanted it to be the furthest thing from Batman '66 possible.
See, yeah, I would agree. But that's why they're good, is because they're different.
But also, Tim Burton was trying to appeal to the person that wrote the comics more than anything. He wanted to make it, you know.
That's when so-and-so's take on something is a good thing. I hate when someone takes something and they're like, well, this is just my version of that thing. If you're mad that I've completely butchered your childhood favorite for my own weird storyline reason, fuck you. Like, Mindy Kaling lost my respect a lot when she did that with Velma.
Yeah.
It's not, I was not complaining for any of the reasons other people were, besides the fact that she openly bragged about not really caring about Scooby-Doo. And then
Why did they let her have the IP?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then
that's not fair. That means that anybody could have something then, if you have enough money or clout.
Yeah, and then it's like, on top of that, I don't even think Scooby is in the show. So it's just like, I get that it's supposed to be a teenage thing, but it also, like, her interpretation just kind of spits in the face of everything that is Scooby-Doo. And I will stand on that with, like, the Halo show too, where it's like, do not brag to me that you don't give a shit about the IP. Why do I care to support you?
Yeah.
Did you have a particular
Ever.
You say the source material is not important.
Guys, I know it's been a big build, but episode 3, let's show Master Chief's fucking face. Damn it, another to the tip jar. Shit.
You're like 2 more, at least. So you're like 3 up the tip jar.
What would it
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Episode 3, Demask Chief.
Look how awesome the texture is on his cape.
He's brave enough.
Oh, there's Chief.
Look at that.
It is awesome. I noticed that in a different scene. I was just looking at different small things.
Do you learn your lesson?
I gotta.
Notice my gun was shooting at bubble gum. I was covering everybody in bubble gum instead of like just shooting them.
Really?
Let's get
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
There he is, up ahead.
I'm out of here.
Flash, we just want to talk.
Better find a way across.
We just want to talk.
I don't know. That's like
Wow,
famous
you got
last
some gadgets,
words,
huh?
or like it never
Nice to
ends
be
up well
prepared.
when you tell someone that.
Don't tell me he got away.
I feel like historically,
I don't think so.
I just want to talk is early de-escalation, maybe. Like, hey, let's make this more passive, but it never goes that way.
It's like when a cop says, if you just tell me the truth first, I won't be upset. But I mean, you know,
It's
you
like-
heard that from your parents too, but then you know you got in trouble anyways if you did tell them the truth.
I don't know. I feel like the problem is the person
back.
who is
I got just the thing to
enforcing
deal
any
with this.
type of rule should not have a different interpretation of said rule than the literal interpretation of said rule, or exactly what that rule means. You know, so I feel like at any point when something's left to interpretation too much, that can be abused,
That ought to hold it.
right?
Guess you've got gadgets too.
Things can be.
But it's like, I was
Or
just
if-
thinking about
If
school,
we're gonna
right?
catch Flash, we might
When
wanna play it
certain
safe.
teachers expected certain things and certain teachers had exceptions for certain type of behavior, then you act one way in one class and
They
forget
fought the
you can't
law,
act that
et
way in
cetera,
another class. Or it's like that with friend groups too, right? Certain behaviors okay in certain friend groups. Say I'm going through something right now with my friends where there's the level of toxicity, though we all are conscious of it, is too high. There's someone, I wouldn't say it's solely their fault at all, but there's someone within our friend group that I believe is kind of making everyone else feel like they need to be like toxic, but not too bad, but it's just like, it's like a pissing contest. It's like classic men when my friend group are not, I would say, I pride that, I don't know, one of the best traits about them is that they're not the toxic masculine friend.
Nice, isn't it?
You know what I mean? They don't typically, it's not a pissing contest all the time. And now that there's something that's changed, I don't know if it's because we're playing Counter-Strike or because, you know, because I'm now playing in the Discord with their online friends, and their online friends feel intimidated by me because I've known them for years and years now, which is not my goal. It's not any proof of friendship. I'm not at that point in my life where I have to validate myself by saying I'm more of a friend with them than you. That's such a stupid thing. Like, it only comes into play when your longtime friends don't support you or like don't side with you in something that's clear cut. We had my longest friend, you know, and I've tried not to process this because I love the guy, but my buddy Gene kind of had done something like that, where it was like multiple times really, where it was like the popular friend group that started forming out of my my elementary school friend group kind of it diverged a little bit. So it was like, this was before I met the guys now, but like, you know, and it was like they had introduced some super popular douchey kid, and I was like, guys, I had a problem with it because he was, I don't know, for lack of better terms, infantilizing the disabled. Like, just making fun of people with, you know, intellectual or learning disabilities, and I was not having that. And then it was like, you know, I was kind of like, I can't be around this anymore. I can't tolerate this kind of behavior. You know, and then he kind of, in a situation like that, I don't really find it okay to be friends with that person anymore. Not my friend. I mean, my friend, I'm not really even friends with them as much anymore. But like, I would say it's not okay to keep the person who's being the bad person around because you're allowing them to keep doing that. If you are accepting of that behavior, then you are an accomplice in their you know, badness, for lack of better terms. Like,
well, the thing is, you just fucking have that conversation with them, and if they don't like it, then you know where it's at.
Oh, in retrospect, I get what you mean, Bray. I totally understand, and it was that way. And I don't like you were right. I keep getting that. There's so many phases in my life where it's like, I notice a bad actor in a friend or social situation. I point that person out way before they cause a problem. No one wants to believe me that they will become a problem or are a problem, and the thing is, I'm not the type of person that's untrustworthy off the get-go. I'm actually very, sometimes to a fault, trusting of people. I've not as much anymore, but when I was younger, I was blindly trustworthy towards people who did not have my best interests at heart. Now, as an adult, it's a lot easier to determine when that's okay. But I'm not immediately skeptical of people all the time. If it's you know, when it's online, that's a little different. You kind of always have to be immediately skeptical. You know, on the channel even, people will be like, why won't you provide me with your personal information? I don't know, Mr. Random Online Person. I don't know. Probably because that's not what you do. Nonetheless. But like, I don't know. I think it's important to learn to prioritize yourself over time, and it's also important to realize that you can not like the version of someone who they are now and still value your past memories with them. Did you say that's valid?
You can learn some stuff from people and have some really great memories with some people and just realize that you've grown apart, and at the same time, regardless, like, you can't...
And this applies to so many broad situations, because anyone in my life who may be watching these videos, none of these things probably apply to you. It's more so just like I feel like I'm
you can't also cut from your personality or your core being things that you may have gained from a person that you no longer are interested in being friends with or being around.
Right, I agree.
Like sometimes people can influence you on some really cool stuff and then end up being douchey people.
I think it's more so I just realized that I am not willing to allow. I myself cannot be a bystander to shitty behavior, and I'm prone to calling it out. And when other people aren't willing to back me in, like I said, clear-cut situations.
We would have words if I found out you were hanging out with somebody that was cool, you were cool with making fun of disabled people.
Yeah.
Me and you would have problems.
Yeah, that was already so built into my moral compass that it was not a question. I can't sit at this lunch table anymore. I'm, me and a couple of my friends who stood kind of in the same position as me, then split off and splintered into our own friend group that then, as they made friends with other people, introduced like the 5 or 6 people who I consider my like best friends, my core friend, like my core group of guys that like my ride or die homies. Like,
you gotta pull this.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like, if it weren't for me standing on my morals, I wouldn't have formed a solid foundation for the new group. And none of those guys would ever admit it, but I am kind of one of the only things that linked a lot of these different friend groups together. Like, I'm that type of, I'm kind of the builder. You know what I mean? I like to make community, and I feel most comfortable in situations like that. Build something to reach.
Oh, okay.
So we have to break shit, probably this. You know what I mean? But I'm just kind of that person who likes to bring people together, because I'll talk to them individually, and then I'll be like, hey, did you know so and so is into that thing as well? And then it's like I don't know, it's one of my favorite things to do is help people make friends. Because I have introduced people into I truly believe, as much as he's one of my closest homies, my buddy Cole, I truly feel like him and my buddy David have formed a closer friendship, and that's totally fine. It's not, like I said earlier, it's not about that to me. So I am actually more happy that I made it so my friend Cole is now swept into our general friend group, versus trying to hold on to some weird childish level. I don't know, the things me and Cole are can bond about and talk about are not the same. And because him and David make music together, they are creating together. They will inherently have a different kind of connection.
Yeah.
You know? And eventually when he's comfortable with it, I'll kind of, I would never post music on the channel, because it's not the type of stuff we make, but maybe I would mention it sometime if he was comfortable. And everything was as professional as he wants it to be, because he wants to make music, and I want to support my homies, and it's not one of those things that it would be like a constant plug or anything. You know what I mean, though. I encourage all my friends to get into creative outlets, and I'm kind of actually I wouldn't say I'm at a disagreement, but I would say,
hey Ty,
what's going on, Ty? Me and someone in the in my friend's online friend group are having light disagreements over. I believe he's a little jealous that we exercise ourselves creatively, and he doesn't.
Can you shoot that or hit that with something?
Yeah. And it's just I literally called it point blank with I'm someone who doesn't really give a shit about social cues all the time. So I'll say it out as is. If I think that you're projecting, I'm gonna tell you. So if it's he's it's one of the first times I've ever been lightweight teased about having a YouTube channel, because most people are actually man, that's awesome. I'm so glad you do. You do something you want to.
Yeah.
But I think that this guy has creative potential that's being not used, and then that the way he then projects that thing is, hey, this person's being creative and is enjoying doing that. Let's try to make them feel bad. And I don't even think this guy intentionally is doing that. I just think it's interesting the more you learn that sometimes people's harmful behavior is completely unintentional. I guess that's the point I was getting to, is it's just like, there are completely good people out there who do shitty things and they don't even, I think they don't realize it's a defense mechanism, or they can't take that step back, you know? I'm just gonna shoot it, or... Oh, it's just that. Oh, I see.
I don't know. What am I doing?
You're good. I think you're just, assuming, is that as far as it goes?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh no, it's the opposite way. You prime it. You have to pull it back so it... Press the button. The red button on the end there. Yeah. But you know what I mean. I think it's just... The more that life goes on, I just stop taking things personally is what it is. And it's a very, very important lesson to learn that, like, the less you take things personally, the easier it is to go about day-to-day life.
Well, now what do we do, huh?
Yeah, if you're taking things too personally, you're not going with the flow.
Yeah. Things, and this is such a shitty thing to say, but things aren't always about you. Like, whoever needs to hear that right now, you know?
Main character energy.
Yeah, things are not always about yourself, and everyone else is living a full life like you are. Hopefully. I'd like to assume.
Let's talk.
Oh shit.
What does Falcone want?
Beat the shit out of him. Oh, shake the donuts out of his pockets.
Now get me down from here.
Shake the donuts out of his pockets. Ah!
No way. He don't rub shoulders with schmoes like me.
Who's your contact? Tell me.
I don't know his name. But he drives a real nice purple sports car. That's all I know. I swear. I swear.
Thanks. Let's get you cleaned up.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
Okay, at least you got the life preserver there.
Maybe just
I hope I didn't get too, like, I hope we didn't cover too many, too much of a variety there when it comes to the topics. It was just like, sometimes I feel like I gotta kind of say things as they come to mind, because maybe someone else might be in a similar situation or need to hear those
If you don't use your platform for good, then you're using it for evil.
No, I don't know. I feel like you're just wasting space. That's what it is.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because...
being a sloth.
There are so many people that, I don't know, content is so... There's too much content. Stop. Like, I'm not saying don't be creative. It's just like, everything has to be content all the time for everyone. It's like, I went and took a shit after I ate Taco Bell and it's content. You know what I mean?
Look, I just want to let you know that this TP works best after you've had a Gordita Crunch. Check it out. Look at the wipes. Look at the wipe pattern on this.
Sponsored by Charmin Ultra Soft.
What I did was I simulated this.
I think those bears are grossly obsessed with pooping.
The Charmin bears?
Yeah.
This is Detective Gordon. Putting out an APB on any purple sports car.
I've never had that much family talks about pooping.
Man.
Huh? I couldn't imagine, like...
Figures he'd just disappear on me.
I couldn't imagine coming out of the bathroom and being like, family, listen, I just had the cleanest wipe. Like, all clean.
Oh, no.
Like, that's those ads. So stupid.
It's Bruce Wick.
You'll need this.
He'd need to get hit by a couple more cars. Dude, you get to be Gordita Crunch.
I gotta get me one of these too. And here I was thinking you were all shadows and stealth.
Well, I did paint it black.
Needs our help at the Tri-Corner Metro, but there are no nearby units. Over.
You can pick up our police scanners?
Of course I can.
Jesus.
We can't see no more with that.
Oh, but that...
Oh, no. Sorry. spontaneous song. It's just it's real contagious. I just I could have swore that was what it was gonna do.
Ty said you guys have finally lost it.
Oh, dude, if losing it is finally entertaining, I feel like there's been a good 3 months of there's been a good 3 months of just apathy from me. So I'd rather be crazy than I'd rather have lost it, and that means I'm enjoying myself than fucking apathy. Oh, damn it, tip jar is just it's like $1 if it's. Damn, tip jars probably have to be $1 a swear now to be worth anything. You know what I mean? Like I get not tip jars, but swear jars. It used to be $0.25. It's like now if you're trying to save yourself or make yourself like really hurt, that quarter's not really doing much. Inflation's making the swear jar. Oh God.
Thanks.
I guess.
I'm not used to.
I would love to see someone finish that by like uppercutting. I'd love to see someone uppercut the goon into this train. That's very Batman, right?
All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna probably have to call it, man.
Man. All right. Well, I mean, I had one hell of a good time.
I think that this game, I love the fact that we were able to jump in and do co-op off the rip, and you know, I know it took a long time to get to be Batman, but now we get to be Batman, so lots of topics, lots of diverse topics, but like Bray said, you know, having a platform, it's important to let those things off your chest, number one, because mental health is important. It's not that it's any more important than any other mental health, but especially men's mental health, us both being men. It's one of those things that unfortunately there's a lot of stigma behind men's mental health as well.
I think we can just speak to the experience of like men's mental health a little bit more than any other group, really, because I don't know, I always grew up just being told to like, and not by dad, by other male figures in my life. It was never him. He's always just not like that. But it was always like, stuff your feelings down deep until you blow up uncontrollably on all the people you love.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't their advice directly, but that's what you get by not feeling things. If you feel things, you're a pussy. Don't cry. Don't express yourself. Or you end up being like how I was, where I hyper-expressed myself all the time. I could not feel my emotions properly because if I was around certain people, I couldn't feel them at all. So I would have to mask and then feel I would only be comfortable feeling certain ways around certain people, and then they come off at the wrong times. So I don't know. Like Dad was saying, I feel like we just need to kind of work on those things. There is nothing that you are no less masculine for feeling emotions. If anything, you are a stronger man for doing so.
Yep. And that's with that being said, thanks for hanging out, playing some Batman with us. We really appreciate you guys. We got one more episode of Game of Day May coming tomorrow. Stick around for that, and we will be hanging out with you guys with some more of these series that we started for Game of Day May, as we always do, but we'll choose those later at a later date. But until then, guys, it's been Brian
and Bray
from the Vid-Bits. Good gains, good goals, and good RNG, guys. We will see you on the next one.
One last thought. This game is excellent. Go get it if you haven't already. Have a good one.